I was on Schiphol Airport, Amsterdam. I was about to fly to Budapest for a meeting of the European Secretaries of Foreign Affairs and the Asian Ministers of Foreign Affairs. And I was about to give a press conference on something happening in the Netherlands when I heard about the earthquake here in Japan. I heard of the disaster, which was actually not one, but it were three in a row. It was the earthquake, it was the tsunami, and it was of course also the mishap in the Fukushima nuclear plant. And this compound disaster struck heavily the hearts and minds of the Dutch people and of the Dutch authorities. And right from the beginning, the Dutch government and also the Dutch people felt deep sympathy and compassion with the Japanese people and with the Japanese authorities on the ordeal they were facing. And right from the beginning as well, there was an outpouring of authentic efforts to help with donations, with also symbolic gestures, which may be even more important in these sort of circumstances than just financial donations. Well, what we know about sudden crises and disasters is that people often talk about the period before and the period behind, after the disaster. Now, what the question suggests is that people would forget about it. I'm sure that when people really think through what happened, they will not forget it that easily. There were 16,000 people killed, 4,000 people missing, and that's a huge toll which nature has asked from them. Let me add one thing to this, that when I was in the stricken area today, near the sea, I saw with my own eyes the terrible destruction which took place on the 11th of March and the hours afterwards. What I also saw was the tremendous resilience of the Japanese people to overcome that disaster and to go for not only a recovery of the state as it was, but also for renovation, innovative practices, and getting even stronger out of this disaster and crisis than they were in. So what I would like to stress to you is to put to you with great emphasis is that you have to do your utmost when you are struck by a disaster to come out of it even stronger than you were before.